Welcome back. Now, in a previous lecture, we have seen different parts of a IC engine, various terminologies used in a IC engine, and how it looks like. We have seen. Also, we have seen the various definition. Now, in this lecture, we will see classification of IC engine and the working of a SI engine. First of all, we will see the classification of IC engine. So, how IC engines are classified? Now, there are various criteria depending upon that the IC engine is classified. So, now there are 9 criteria here. So, we will go with the first criteria. First criteria is the according to the working cycle. So, according to the working cycle, these are classified into a Otto cycle and the diesel cycle. So, we are going to see this Otto cycle and diesel cycle in detail. Now, next criteria is the according to the fuel supply. Now, according to the fuel supply, it is classified into a carbureted type and a injected type. Now, in a carbureted, air fuel mixture is provided. In case of injected type, only pure fuel is supplied. So, this is the classification according to the fuel supply. Now, next criteria is the according to the method of ignition. According to the method of ignition, these are classified as a battery or magneto ignition method. So, these are the two. So, how combustion starts or how combustion happens? So, for that, if we are using battery, then it is a battery type. If we are using a electromagnet, then it is a magneto type. Next criteria is according to the application. According to the application, the IC engines are classified as a heavy duty and the light duty. Heavy duty generates more power and light duty generates lesser power. Now, next criteria is the according to the cooling of engine. So, how engine is cooled? There are now two things. One is the water cooled, second one is the oil cooled, third one is also there, it is a air cooled engine. So, according to the cooling of engine, we can classify into it as a water cooled, oil cooled or a air cooled. Now, next, sixth criteria. According to the number of stroke, we can classify this into a 4-stroke engine or a 2-stroke engine. So, in a 4-stroke, number of strokes are 4. In a 2-stroke, number of strokes are 2. Within the 2-stroke, all the cycle is taking place. Next criteria is according to motion. According to motion, we can classify IC engine as a reciprocating engine or a rotary engine. Now, next criteria is according to the fuel used. Now, we are having according to the fuel supply. How supply is there, the criteria is different, and which is the fuel, according to that the IC engines are classified into a petrol engine, diesel engine or a dual, means either you can pour petrol or diesel, both are acceptable. So, this is the classification according to the fuel. Now, there are subtype of a reciprocating engine. Now, in the 7th number point, according to motion, there are reciprocating and rotary. So, for the reciprocating engine, we can again sub-classify into a opposed type of engine, inline engine, V engine and the radial engine. So, this is the classification. This all is the classification of a IC engine. So, we are going to see one by one the working of various cycles like Otto cycle, diesel cycle, dual cycle and all these things within this unit.